I found acting as an outlet for so many things that was happening in my personal life. And I just like, okay, this allows me to be somebody else. This allows me to explore like different lives. And it's something I cherish. I cherish every experience, people that I meet, people that I get to work with, and relationships I get to form on set. Hi, I'm Tomi Ojo, and I'm a Nolly icon.
Hello, my name is Bola and this is the COVID-19 response team. How may I help you today?
This is actually working. It shocked me.
Excuse me?
Okay, so we shot this film 2021 after COVID. And it was my friend's school project, and just wanted to do something short. And oh, are you available? Yes, yeah, let's do this. We used to go for auditions together. The person that directed this short film, and it was exciting to actually go and like do film with you know young people of my of my set basically. And yeah, everybody was hands on. It was really easy. It's nice. So guys, this WAEC exam is not like our normal school exam. So when we are approaching for our WAEC exams, we have to be very... Aha!
Guys, calm down. Let's learn to do the right things first.
Back to School was the first ever opportunity I got as an actor, as a professional actor you're getting paid for a job. This was it. And it just landed on my lap, basically. Oh, I saw something on the group and, oh, are you available for a week to shoot a short a skit or something? I think that was what I saw. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's just go there and see. I got there and it was Bovi. And I'm like, oh my God. And the rest of them, it was really fun. These people are really lively and very down-to-earth people to work with. Like the way, even when they say cuts, like the jokes still, keeps coming, and everybody's just having fun. Like I remember that time we got paid for when we started. Yeah, it was pretty okay. So I thought it was going to be like that for the rest of the, of the journey. And yeah, so it was a really fair set. I really and they really treated us well in terms of food and accommodation. It was really, really good. For this particular production, it was easy breezy because we didn't film into the night too. So every time, once it's like 6 or 7, we are wrapped up and go and enjoy the rest of your evening. That was it. So with skits, I think it allows you to freestyle more, to just be yourself more, basically. Film can be a little rigid, but skits allows you to some extent, yeah.
Why are you doing like this? You're such a pretty girl. You should be smiling all the time.
I mean, why are you even with her?
Well, am I with her now?
I like to believe that I'm still a child at heart. Yeah, so it's easy to channel that teenage side of me. And this particular character, I didn't really have much to do. I was just the sidekick of the main girl. And yeah, I had like a lot of things to hide. So I was not in her view. I was mostly trying to hide myself from her. And, just whatever she says goes. So playing alongside with other characters, it was easy too because we're like children on set. We're just, everybody says their mind, rub their mind together. What do you think about this particular, this particular scene? After we've done it, we'll come back together again. I'm like, oh, we did like this, we did. So it was easy playing with my other co-stars. So yeah. Monife, late.
How far? Any news?
Not significantly, but I just made a cool discovery.
Okay.
So you know that feature I was trying to enable to make my code run a little faster? All I had to do was change the hosting platform.
Guy, is this contributing to breaking down the page? This is not what we're here for now. Like, please, let's do what we have to do now.
Meet Monife Olasheye.
Monife is actually a sweetheart, if you notice. She's not, even if she's the main girl, she still has that, like, you're not really my problem, to be honest. I'd rather face my book, face my boyfriend, and, than deal with you. basically. It was a friend that will mostly do the insulting and the backlash to any other person that needs to be involved. Because of the relationship between her and her mother, she wasn't able to confide in her mother. She's more of a daddy's girl. She's not really sure if her father would understand in that moment, so she couldn't bring it to them first, and they had to hear it from somewhere else, from school. And yeah, and school were not ready to like take up the responsibility to find the culprit of this blog, and she had to do it herself with the help of her, not so friendly friend actually. So she had to figure everything out by herself, made new friends along the line, and yeah. And at the end of the day, she was able to, fight for other people that have also been in that line of bullying. Funny enough, right after this film premiered on Showmax, somebody sent me a DM and I was like, oh my God, I went through something like this. So I broke down when I saw this film, I broke down and, I just had to send you a message. I'm like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, okay. I didn't really face this kind of bullying in school, but I know that this is a real story and this is something that really happens, even physical bullying, not just cyberbullying. Do you get? And whatever means necessary that we need to communicate things like this to people, we should always try to educate people that bullying is not the way to go. If you have a conflict with somebody, you should probably talk about it, report, rather than taking things into your own hands and trying to destroy somebody else's life because of spite. It's not worth it. Rahila, far from home.
Ishaya, wake up! You're late for work. Mommy's waiting outside. She's very angry.
Shit.
And register for the scholarship exam. And maybe you'll be the...
No, Mommy, I was watching it.
I'm not worried. Till you attend that school is a dream that will not come to pass. Show me.
Yes.
Huh? My dear daughter, today is your birthday. Let's be merry. Shugbo. Abanuje.
Coming from a poor background, we hear a lot of, yo, you cannot do this, you cannot. So it's understandable for her not to believe that she can actually dream. And she has a very positive brother that will tell you, okay, you can do this, we can do this together, we can, But because of things that she has been hearing growing up, she finds it difficult to like break from that thought of, oh, you actually have to stay in this particular position for the rest of your life. Or you think that, oh, you can't become, she, not as if she doesn't believe that she cannot become great. She just believes that, oh, she'd rather, suffer through it than, get to that point in her life where she has actually made, a dream.
Stop now.
With non-speaking roles, I consider them more taxing because your expressions are the ones that do the talking most of the time. So you have to focus. There's nothing to rely on other than your face, your body language, and how to convey this message you're trying to pass across to people without using your voice. So it's usually challenging, but yeah, with practice, I guess you'll be able to like make sure that you're often trying it out in the mirror or something. It's always a pleasure. It's always a good time having these people because you have so many knowledge you can, get from them. Within any scene, if there's a break, there's always something they tell you that you can always keep, with you for the rest of your life. And just watching them do their thing just reminds you of, your childhood and how you watch these people growing up. And it adds to your confidence as an actor. It helps you be, pushed to put in more work. I'm like, oh my God, these people were able to get to this point in their careers, just by, doing the work. And yeah, it gives you some level of confidence in yourself too as an actor. They're really challenging times. There are times where you feel like, oh, do I really deserve this? Or, but at the same time, you have to remind yourself that you're there for a reason. You were picked for a reason. And what are you doing continuously to make sure that you're giving justice to this particular character? So it's just it's a constant moving train. You have to keep working. You have to keep practicing. You have to prepare yourself as an actor and never go unprepared. I make friends on set, and these people, when I feel like things are maybe I'm finding it difficult to, be this character, I can actually talk to somebody on set. Or like, oh, what do you think? Or, this is how I feel. And on good days, they have like something good to say, something, something to boost my morale and help. We rub minds together, and at the end of the day, we try to get the best out of each other. Actors and crew work really hard to bring the films that we love to life. So please support the official release. Thank you. Simi, Adire. Filming Adire, we had to travel to Ibadan to film Adire, and that was my first time ever, traveling to Ibadan to film. And yeah, I really enjoyed the experience. For the character, I feel like she had a war between herself and the unrealistic standards that mother has set for everyone around her. So going through what she went through, being pregnant wasn't something that you should have to face alone. You should have to make decisions by yourself. But she couldn't talk to her parents about it. She couldn't, confide in anybody. And there was even a scene where she was supposed to take an action, but that was left out. So we have this girl and her neighborhood that she didn't even want to be there in the first place. And, like making friends there, being the lead choir of the church. It was a lot of weight on her shoulder. And, she's just somebody that if she had a better structure, if she had a better, maybe a friend in her parents, she would have made like better decisions with her life. And yeah, at the end of the day, she has to suffer the consequences of her actions. Well, parents don't want to agree that children would always be kids. So they expect you to grow up too soon, so there's a lot of pressure on teenagers to be adults already. And that doesn't help anybody, doesn't help the children, it doesn't help them themselves, because the more you put that pressure on them, the farther they will draw away from you. At the end of the day, it's not the best option. Yeah, the best option is, to be friends, be the listening ear that this person would want to talk to, be that shoulder that when I do something wrong, let my first thought be, oh, my mom or my dad, or these people are going to find solutions to, whatever situation that we have on ground. And not, oh, they would kill me, they would, disown me, or they would, yeah, that fear alone drives us away from our parents more than actually bringing us closer to them.
It is my body, my life, my decision.
And it's my child, okay? And if you're going to kill it, I deserve a chance to say yes.
So say yes. I'm doing us a favor here. If we decide to keep this child, our lives will be over.
Simi, you can't say that. You don't know that.
My mother will have my head on a spike and watch me bleed.
No matter what the dynamic of parent and child relationship is, you should always consider your parents first. If you go outside, they might tell you things you want to hear that might not necessarily be the solution to your problem. And then again, even if they, reprimand you for that moment of time, but they will still be there for you like nobody else would be there for you. And yeah, for parents, I feel, yeah, give your child a little more grace. Be a little more compassionate towards whatever issues they're having. It might not necessarily be this particular problem, but yeah, we face very different challenges as a child growing up, and we don't know how to communicate these challenges to our parents. And yeah, at the end of the day, we bottle it up and we grow up being like, dysfunctional adults at the end of the day. But yeah, try and listen more as a parent and as a child, whatever angle that their instruction or their discipline is coming from, take it as a goodwill towards you. Like, they're not trying to destroy your life at the end of the day. They just want the best for you. So the way they communicate might not be the best, but you know that they have your best interest at heart.
I will.
I'm pregnant. It was real. it was real slap, because I remember she was trying not to hurt me in this particular scene, and she would, the director like, it's not getting the, like, don't worry, go ahead. And I'm like, don't worry, go ahead. And yeah, I'm happy they got what they wanted at the end of the day. So yeah, everybody was happy. I mean, it hurts. You heard the sound. So yeah, Kehinde is she's someone I really admire. I admire her acting power. And I remember there was this scene that we're supposed to take, that I deliver something to her, and she gave me a few acting tips there, and I've taken that and I ran with it. So yeah, she's somebody that she's ready to, help you. She's ready to, give. She's a giver when it comes to having an acting partner. She's a giver. She would give you enough to be able to use for yourself and also give back to her. Ifunanya, my toxicity.
This is the girls' restroom, right?
I was hoping to find one. How are you doing, beautiful?
I'm fine.
Right. Do you want to get out of here?
What, are you a kidnapper?
I mean, not professionally.
Working with Chimezie Imo was a delight. And I remember, like, in between scenes, some actions of both characters, you're like, wait a minute, what? I don't know the excuse to give for Ifunanya as a person to stay with somebody this toxic, but I'm glad she got out of it alive at the end of the day first. But the characters are, we see things like this happen. We see two people in toxic relationships, and at the end of the day, somebody comes and bribes you with a little gift, and everything is all okay and all right at the end of the day. But it doesn't work like that. It shouldn't even be, because once you notice the first signs, like, you can always up and leave. Why are you still there? So, but filming, I, I was a bit confused, because I was telling myself that me, I'm not gonna stay. And she was like, waiting me this, like, I won't be here for it. But for the character, I had to justify the love that she has for this particular person, what she saw in him, why she's still staying, you know, what is making her, go through all this thing and still be like, okay, I have faith that it can be better at the end of the day, to the point of marriage. Because it started, it's like before they got married, and he always apologized, always give an excuse. I'm like, okay, maybe I can change him. It got to the point where both of them couldn't move forward. It was now getting to the part where they were insulting their families. Your mother is this, your father is that, and bringing your ex-girlfriend that you should emulate her. She's this and all that. So yeah, it was easy to look at this character and like, okay, I understand why you are here, maybe because of what you're getting from him, because of what he's doing for you financially and whatnot. And, some people would want to settle down and be like, okay, since I'm finding some sort of happiness from this relationship, I'd rather have this and hold than, have nothing at all. But yeah, they work that way at the end of the day. They say you can't advise someone in love, right? Like, it's what they want to do that they will still do at the end of the day. So it was left to her to actually, get to the point that, okay, this has to end, or I'm going to lose myself. I'm going to lose my life or lose myself in the process of, trying to amend a relationship. So yeah, our friend is just being the good Samaritan that she is, but it doesn't work that way. They have to figure it out on their own most of the times.
You people are a bunch of liabilities. Non-entities. Stupid.
Do I blame you? I don't blame you. It is the people that regard you as a man that I blame. You that your two parents raised, please. How did you turn out? Half man, half woman. Shouting up and down in the house. Call yourself a man. They call men now, you come out.
People that are going through this particular pattern of relationship and they're still managing. It's not good for anybody's mental health, first of all. It's not good because to the point where it's beating you, it's slapping you, or, verbally abusing you, and you can't speak up. You can't do anything. It doesn't do you any good at the end of the day. Like, even if you want to talk about this person to your friends, you can't say it with so much confidence that, oh, this person is the person I love, because they can always tell that, oh, there's something underneath. So what is the benefit of actually staying in something that hurts you so much? So yes, we need to tell stories like this to tell people that there's always a choice of staying or leaving. Please leave. It's always better. It's always better to take your sanity and run away from relationships like that than, killing yourself slowly at the end of the day. Even if it doesn't even beat you like physically or, just verbally, it's killing you slowly. It's killing your confidence. It starts to appear in your physical looks that you're unhappy in this marriage, or, because there's a way you lose yourself when, you're not being treated the way you're supposed to be treated in a relationship, and it shows. So there's always an option to stay or leave, and please leave. Acting has pushed me a lot. I found acting as an outlet for so many things that was happening in my personal life, and I just like, okay, this allows me to be somebody else. This allows me to explore like different lives, and it's something I cherish. I cherish every experience, people that I meet, people that I get to work with, and relationships I get to form on set. It's a wild experience that I think has shaped me to become who I am today. And it's still shaping me because acting is something I know that I'm going to be doing for life. I'm going to be doing for a very long time. And it's something that would definitely always push you out of your comfort zone to do more, to be better, to make choices that would matter in 10, 5, 2 years to come. You're always thinking ahead when it comes to, being an actor. What do I want? What do it helps me be better. And yeah, I really appreciate it for pushing me as much as it has. Actors and crew work really hard to bring the films that we love to life. So please support their official release. Thank you. Hi, I'm Tomi Ojo. Keep watching Arrow House Entertainment. Thank you.